Welcome back to the channel. This is David here at Zion's Gate Ranch. We are doing something creative today. Always fiddle-daddling and playing with something around here. We have this junk bench that we're going to turn into something beautiful. So come along. One thing we're going to do today is make a desk. A desk for the office, instead of just going out and purchasing, you know, a desk at Walmart or a desk at Big Lots. I like to just make things homemade. We actually have an old house above us. It's just an abandoned house that has just kind of some odds and ends junk in it, really. And we're just kind of reusing stuff. It has history, it has meaning, it has purpose, it has a story to tell in it, and it just makes it so much fun. It's kind of cool to have something, you know, that you could etch, engrave, that you made it, like made in the Ozarks, or I said made in the USA, made in the Ozarks. What we're going to do today is we got this old junk bench that we found in this house. Okay, we don't have a good desk, so we have this junk bench that we're going to turn into something beautiful. First things first, what we're going to do with this desk. Miranda, show them what we're working with. It's a piece of junk, okay? It was in the back porch, like where people would put, there was like an old little toolbox on it, and some, like, it's almost like we used to put plants on or something, you know? There's not really much to say about it. One thing I do recommend on a homestead, and I love doing this, is having a junk pile. You know, your wife might not like the junk pile, but men and like us, I love a junk pile. If you need something, a board, a piece of scrap metal, or something, you go to it. It's like your own little private junkyard. You need your own junkyard on your homestead, okay? So that you can run to it and be like, God, I'm needing this. I'm needing a piece of wire. I'm needing a board. Or I'm needing this. Don't throw your stuff away. Don't
throw some of it away. Not all of it.
Don't throw your stuff away, because
and consolidate your junk piles from 50 down to, you know, 2 maybe.
Keep your stuff, okay? All your stuff. No, I'm just playing. But keep your stuff, because you never know that you might need something to work on a project. You know what I'm saying? I like to have odds and ends laying around. So put it in a little corner on your property. Call it your junkyard, okay? Homesteader tip 101. Homesteading must have a junkyard. Not junk, it's good stuff. One man's trash is another man's treasure. That's what we're working on today. We're gonna make this into Miranda's work desk treasure. We're gonna start out with a little. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna air it off. Looks like mice. One thing cool about doing stuff like this is that, man, the stuff just got character. So you kind of got to have vision. I like to have vision of, can I make something really junky look beautiful? It's kind of a fun thing to do, you know? I mean, that's kind of what God does to you and me. We're all junky at first, and he makes us into something beautiful. So, all right, so we got this little crowbar. We're going to just go around here. Somebody put this thing on top. I bet this wood looks amazing. Oh my God, come over here. taking wallpaper off. So we're gonna have to figure that out. This kind of melted in here. We can sand it down. Smells like mice. They didn't want that paper going nowhere. 23 1/4. Somebody was building this, wrote that on there. Oh, neat. It's just got story to tell. I mean, look how rustic this looks. I don't know about you, that's the kind of desk I'd want. Something rustic. You know, doing your own thing takes a little effort. It's not a bad thing, really. I mean, that means you put a little something into it too. We're gonna flip these boards over. I got to thinking, underneath of these boards are completely clean. So let's do some renovation, remodel, and some construction. You don't even need it, so let's just get rid of that. Little remodeling. Oh, there it goes. Did you want the back?
You asked me that after you broke it.
It's actually one board, so I didn't break it. That's a little board they put in.
Oh, it's actually 2 boards there. So yeah, we'll leave that on.
Now, we have to carefully do this without busting these boards.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that easy. I might have to use a board. There's one. Hey, exactly why I said do not throw things away and have a little junkyard. Dude, I've been looking for this. Are you kidding me? I've been looking for this for a while. All right. There it goes. That's a dandy nail. Good God, they made them freaking things big back in the day. It's called being a handyman, okay? Handy man. If you women out there, if you get married to somebody, you better make sure they're a handyman. Look at that, it fit right like a glove.
It's called demolition.
Demolition. Hold up, we gotta tell this story. Years ago, we moved here on this farm about 7 or 8 years ago, and we lived in a camper for 2 years with 2 pit bulls, and we moved here with a box of chickens and a few ducks, and this was all woods when we moved here. I mean, there was nothing here but woods and trash and glass. I mean, there was nothing here. We turned something so ugly that most people just would pass by when it was for sale. And we turned it into something so beautiful, you know. If you have vision for a property or vision for a land or say vision for a desk, you can actually turn it into something very beautiful if you have vision for it. So try to get those eyes to see behind the veil, like behind what it looks like. Like, don't judge a book by its cover, you could say. Just like with people in general, you don't want to judge a book by its cover. Same when we came and saw this land, it was just a mess. It was just a mess. So we turned it into something so pretty and so beautiful over the last 8 years. And it took a lot of hard work. And to be a homesteader, you got to do some work. You got to think. You got to be smart at a lot of different things. I mean, you got to at least try. When we were in the camper with 2 pit bulls, we had just moved here. And I remember, this is bringing back memories, because I was in the driveway building her a desk out of treated landscaping timbers and a piece of plywood, and she used it as her desk, didn't you, Miranda?
Yep.
So that's why I want to share with you guys, but don't be discouraged by small beginnings. There. Boom, baby! Now, look how nice that surface is. Old school lumber. God, this thing is really old, guys. So I got all that screwed down. I fixed the little backboard with some old tacks that we already had. So now we just need to screw this down.
It's gonna be pretty.
So we're gonna use what, a walnut stain?
Yeah. It's water based.
Well, that's all we got. So use what you got, right?
I think I got that for outdoor use for the beehive, actually. But it should be.
So we're reusing that too.
Yes. I'm gonna do a light layer because I don't want it real heavy. I just want a light. And I'm sure I have a brush somewhere. I just don't want to go find it.
Repurposed, reclaimed. I mean, this thing was just, to be honest with you, it would have been just thrown out, wouldn't it, Miranda?
It would have, like, if we ever tear that house down, we would have just bulldozed it and burned it.
We would just burn it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great. Look at that. Alright, so we brought the desk inside. We are done. We stained it. We sanded it. We remodeled it. We gave this baby a makeover. And I can't be any more pleased. Could you imagine sitting here typing with the screens and typewriters and faxes and coming right at you live. Okay. You got to have vision for things that are junk and turn them into beauty. And it's so easy, so don't throw your stuff away. Save all your stuff. One day you might need it on the farm for something. I've always thought maybe I could use this bench for something. I thought I'll just wait for the day that comes, and then when it comes, I decide to make something. So guys, subscribe, like, share these videos. Stay tuned and see you on the next one.